Hey guys, how are you? Yes, I'm gonna be doing, yes, I'm doing free yes and no crystal ball. And my list is open for Tarot 25. If you guys want to book a reading, it's through the shop. I fulfill the reading on the other place I'm streaming on, which you can't say the word YT, because the censorship is really heavy here. So what I do is I log off, I stream, I do it on this, and then I come back because I don't want to be censored so much during readings. All right, guys, I'm going to be starting the free yes and no. I do most questions I'm asked. Sometimes I refrain from answering some of them if, they're just not appropriate. But most of them I do. And I'm not doing any mediumship with this kind of reading. So some people ask me to do that. You can get a mediumship from me separately. This is just divination questions. So love, career, stuff like that. All right, let's see. V is asking, will your husband and you reconcile? So I do see that there's a, let me explain what I see first, and then I'm going to give you the answer, okay? So I see a man standing. Obviously, he's discussing something with the woman. I can tell by the body language. So it's not an argument. The woman's actually crying. Kind of like a real honest display of emotion. And the man is somewhat, connecting to the kind, nice, tender vibe, but also there's this resistance, right? So there's kind of like this, holding back on, not fully just, okay, come here, give me a hug, oh my God, I'm seeing like this wall is there, but it's not like a cold wall. I don't know how else to explain it. The way that he feels is that he can't ignore what has built up. So it's not about a discussion, and it's not about the one thing, and it's what has led to. So the answer is reconciliation is not going to happen unless things get addressed in the way that he needs, and it's not going to happen overnight. So that's the answer that I have for you. If you want me to, because it's a marriage, and marriages are very sacred and very important, if you want me to do a reading on him and you and the lifeline of the relationship and all the things that need to be looked at properly, you can book one with me, to see what else is there. There's a lot to look at, not just feelings, but also other things, other variables. If you want to, that's fine. If you don't, then that's fine too. But the answer that I have is that understand this. His feelings have built up. And the problem when feelings build up, eventually love can die. if it's left, if the person constantly feel, the way he feels is like he doesn't really believe that you can change or address what he needs. He doesn't really feel that it's possible. He doesn't feel that you're capable, because he sees things the way that you see it. I mean, in other words, he's aware of the way you see things, and he's aware that you don't see it the way that he sees it. And he just has a disbelief. And if you don't believe in that other person, then, and you grow tired, then that's sometimes where people check out. So it hasn't happened just yet, but it's on that edge. All right? Thank you so much. Okay, Mercedes, is Philip upset about your breakup? So I do see that he possibly might want to make you jealous, or maybe just show himself that he's all right, he doesn't care. There's like this, the breaking down, crying, and all that stuff. I don't see that from him. I see anger, but not like in a, not, I would say that the way that I see that he feels is, how should I describe it? A little bit cynical, like, whatever. Yeah, okay. You know? There's a little bit of cynicism there. I'm sure there's the pain and the, you know, everything else, but that's not his, I guess his nature is not to show that openly. I don't think it's over, and I think that, you know, unless you decide it's over, but there's, you know, definitely not by his, you know, on his side. But I would say that get ready for, you know, online puns and stupid little things for you to see and stuff like that, like the stupid little games, because he, you know, he's not satisfied. You know, he feels like lack of control or whatever. So that's what I see. So it's not upset, oh, boo-hoo, oh my God, the world's ending. No, it's like there's some cynicism there. All right, so obviously he hurts. It's just different ways of showing it. Okay, let's see. Thank you so much. Let's see. Pauline, are you wasting your time with Wavell? But yet your name is Ellen. Yeah, you're gonna have to clarify that for me. I'm sorry. Ellen, Pauline, I'm a little bit confused there. Okay, Jackie, will you get the job? Yeah, I'd rather not do that, because you could be interviewing for several jobs. I mean, I'll see what I see, but I don't like to do job questions like that. But yeah, let me go ahead and see. So there's an Ariel, but Jackie. Again, there's a conflict in name there. That's kind of weird. Like when you use a username, that's fine. You're putting your name under there. Oh, it's Jackie? Okay, hang on one second. Let me do the question. All right. So I see a woman typing on a computer, and there's a person sitting next to her left side. I think it's a man. And there's someone on the other side on the right, but there's some distance. It could be a classroom, could be a workspace. That's what I see. But it feels like you've been there for a while. So it doesn't seem to me like a new thing. So maybe it's that you stay where you're at. Or it could be some, you know, again, something that you had, but it seems like when a person wants to leave an environment, you know, and that's the answer that I'm getting for you. So sometimes the answers are a clear yes and no, and sometimes it's just, you know, the message itself. Okay. All right. Okay, so Pauline is asking, are you wasting your time with Wavell? I did answer that. Didn't I? I didn't? All right, we'll take a look. So, okay, so your name is, you said your name was Pauline. Okay, Pauline, are you wasting your time with Wavell? So I see a woman trying to read something to this man and talk to him in different ways. So I guess it's different snippets of different conversations, I'm assuming. I also see her trying to impress him in different ways, maybe changing the look, the like when you put makeup on a, kind of like the appearance. And I see that there's a difficulty in trying to evoke a certain response from him. So the connection is off. I mean, it exists, but it's offsetting. There's just a distance and a wall with communicating. So I would say, based on the fact that I don't see the person A and person B giving each other the same level of energy towards each other. I just don't see it, and I don't see it happening. I would say yes, it is a waste of time. Now, you got to realize that the root of this is coming from the fact that he is bitter. This person might like to dress sharp or something, because I get the feeling that he's not, this is a financial, this comes from, how should I say, not being comfortable where they're at in life, but that sounds vague how I'm saying it. This is specific. I'm trying to verbalize it. Bitter and angry that they don't have what they want, like maybe the car they drive or the house they own, or wanting to own this, this is about, it's, it kind of feels like when a bird has their wings clipped, is the feeling that I get from him. In some way he also resorts to the blame game. I'm also seeing, kind of interesting, but I am seeing some kind of bird. I don't know what kind. So maybe this is something that, somewhere it plays a role in the story, but we're going to leave that be. Sometimes it could be a park, or something in particular. Maybe there was a discussion held at a park or something, that those kinds of things. That's not important. What's important is the fact that I see that it goes all the way back to something that he blames. Like there's his father plays a role, and also something with school. So whatever his thing is in life that was disrupted or whatever, you gotta kind of understand that too, right? So I would say you're not really the problem, he is. But he is wasting your time. You should be happy and not dealing with that kind of heaviness, Hey, how are you? Hope that helps. Let's see. Candy Carter's asking, is your boyfriend going to make it through his surgery? You have to ask his doctor. Okay, let's see. Thank you so much, Ellen. Pauline, sorry. Okay. Let's see. So I think I got to everybody, right? I got all your questions. Carissa, does Michelle miss your friendship? I see her really smitten over a man. So no. No, I don't see her hung up on the friendship. I see her, you know, really into her thing right now. Dimp is asking, is your comment filtered? If it's medical, yes. It's preset to filter anything medical, because I don't do that. Oh, thank you so much for the heart puffs. Kitty picture. Okay, let's see. Lila, will Jonathan and you get back into a relationship? I see two people eating somewhere. And the body language of the man is, looks like he wants you, because I can see the female's body language, the female's thinking and feeling that she wants him to treat her and show her emotional signs that would make her happy, like a certain response, a certain way of behaving, a certain way of treating her. And she's not going to vocalize it and beg him, obviously, but she's wanting that, and she doesn't know what to do to spark that from him, and he's treating her mixed signals. And there is, at this point, I guess you both are in the relationship, but in a way maybe it's not, because I see that it's kind of awkward. So the way that he feels is that, you know, he's upset, but he's not showing it. You know how someone can talk and they could be very angry, like, you did this, you know, they're very angry, but yet there's a way to just when a person feels upset inside, but they're letting it smooth outside, like, you know, I told you, like, what, you know, what do you want me to do? So they're being cynical hard, but they're not like, I told you, you know. I don't see any anger, but I see that the way the person feels inside is very resentful. And it's the fact that what I'm seeing is that he knows what she wants in this vision. Like, he does know, dude, he's not stupid. He knows. So this is one of those things where I don't know the root of it. I'm sure it has a history. I'm sure all of that. It's not being shown, obviously, in this. So I would say there is reconciliation. Maybe this was the time, I mean, because you sound real tough now, like strong, you know. But in this situation, I'm seeing you're timid. You know, you're more like a softer side. So I don't know the deal with that. You know, but I would say that, you know, reconciliation with this person is possible, but I don't like his vibe. I don't like his demeanor. I would say that no matter what, the way that he treats you, you know, there should be a lot more softness, a lot more tenderness, easily. I just don't see the connection. I mean, he wants to be a dick, you know. He wants to act that way, whatever. You know, that's on him. So yeah, you're waiting for him. This relationship, from what I see, if this is the guy you're asking about, because I don't know who this man is, I assume it's the one you're asking about. This relationship is about you waiting around for him to make you feel the things that you're entitled to, and he's not, and you have to work harder. So I see a loop-de-loop, you know, like a hamster wheel, waiting and waiting, and I just don't see it smooth. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. So yeah, you can reconcile, but is it worth it? No. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Is your question showing? Yes, I see it here. Is love coming in for you? All right. No, I see a mixture of energy around you. Something from the past, something else from the past, maybe an ex, maybe another ex. This is confusing. No, there's a lot. There is activity. There's hope from you. There's memories. This is mixed energy here. Sounds like a lot. No, I don't see someone new coming in and it starts fresh and a new beginning, a new page. No, I don't. I see activity, but not with what you're asking. So yeah. Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. Okay, let's see. Hey guys, I really like spam. You know how they tell you don't spam? I like spam because it means that you make your question easier for me to read. I don't dart my eyes constantly to the chat. I'm reading and in my zone, and when I look up, I miss stuff. So it helps me. And I'm sure it's got to be frustrating as hell if you guys type something and then I don't see it. You got to be frustrated. Please spam away. It doesn't piss me off at all. What pisses me off is when people put in all caps, "Did you see my question? Are you ignoring me?" No, I'm not ignoring you. Then they're going to see a side of me that they don't want to see. But other than that, I'm cool. I like spam. I'm trying to get to your questions, guys. Okay. If you guys want to book a reading, I'm here till 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you see that I'm not on the stream for a few minutes or whatever, sometimes I take calls and stuff. But yeah, roughly 10 to 4. It's 12:25 my time, Eastern Standard Time right now. So just to let you know, I'm here till 4 p.m. All right. You can always text the shop if you got a reading from me. I do have some people that booked and I haven't seen them on here. You can always text the shop 24/7. Don't call, text, because you could be interrupting a private reading or me streaming on another platform. All right. That being said, let me continue with these questions. So let's see. Let me go up a little bit. Alicia. No, wait. Alicia is asking about Alyssa. All right. Did I get that right? Yes. The Italian spelling of it, right? Alisa. Okay, which is Alice, actually. Okay, I seriously commit to each other again. Okay, so you're asking about A, is asking about A. I got you. Okay, hang on. No. No, it seems like the person you're asking about is trying to pursue something they have been wanting for a long time. Maybe something with the arts, maybe acting, or maybe it's kind of rare. I mean, no, I don't think people really pursue that. I mean, very small amount of the population. So, maybe it's not that. It could be something that they're just trying to do creatively. So don't take what I'm saying like verbatim like that. It's just the concept, right? No, it seems like they are trying to build something, do something. Sometimes it's doing something with their hands. Sometimes it's, maybe it's decorating something. They're into themselves. They are in, I don't mean like in a selfish way. That's not what I mean. I'm not seeing the connection right now. I'm seeing their focus is on pursuing something that they are enamored with. So that means the timing is no right now. That doesn't mean that's forever. It just means that right now it's no. That's their focus. When a person sits around and listens to certain playlists and they look through pictures and they feel it in the feels and they kind of keep thinking about the past, I would say in those tender moments, I think that's when you could see those emotions. I'm not seeing she's doing that. So, all right, or this person. Thank you so much. Let's see. Savannah, do you reach out to Colin? Okay. So I see a man driving, and I don't know if he vapes or smokes, but it wouldn't be the right time, because the reason I said is because I don't see that he's going to give the attention or the right feedback that naturally a woman would want, which would be, oh my God, how are you? I missed you. Something important, something like, I'm glad you called. It's just, I see it distant. I see that there's a disconnect. I see that, no, it would not be the right time. I believe it's a truck. Yeah, that's a pickup truck. I'm seeing a pickup truck. So I think that's him, unless there's someone else in your life, but yeah. Thank you so much. Let's see. Trying to get to everybody, so spam away. It just helps me see the question, so I appreciate it. There's no particular order. I try to do the next one in order, but it's very hard. So I get to everybody. I'm here till 4, guys, and my tarot, if you want to book with me, is 25. Okay, let's see. This one is for, I think the next one I see here is V, right? V, does Carm think of you? Okay. So I am seeing a little kid being hugged by an adult. So I don't know the age. It's from this angle I can see maybe like 6, maybe something like that, maybe 5, I guess. So something like that. I do see someone's mother in here. So maybe this is like a pickup or something. I don't know. It seems like a person is dealing with family stuff. I don't mean like an issue. I mean like there's routine here. There's again back to the little child. I don't know who this child is. I have no idea. I don't know if this is the man you're asking about, but that's what I'm seeing, and I know it's with you. I know it has to do with your question. So, do you have a little child? Who was I talking to? I'm sorry, I don't even know who I was talking to. When I landed the question, I did, but I don't remember. Oh, V, that's for you, Carm. Does Carm have a small child? Do you have a small child or somebody? There's a little boy in the vision. Just trying to figure out about that. No, this kid exists. This kid exists. It's a little boy. Could he have a nephew, or could he have you know, there's a older woman here, maybe like a mom. Is there somebody in his family that has a little boy? Where's this coming from? Is that his family or his friends or something? If some of his closest friends lives with the mom, or you know, one of them has a little boy, it could be that he's at their house. So I'm trying to figure out where he's a brunette. The little boy's brunette. Oh, you've been no contact. I understand. It doesn't show me that he's with another female. It shows family stuff. So I would say the reason there's no contact, I'm not seeing that. I would see that immediately. My specialty is love in everything that I do, in palmistry, as an astrologer, you know what I mean, for over 30 years. So right away, okay, I understand. Yeah, right away, if there was another female or whatever, if his fantasy mind or whatever was darting into that realm, I would see it immediately. I'm picking up on just that subject. But since you said that, let me go ahead and get another vision, because obviously you are patient enough to work with me, and I appreciate that. So because of your kindness, I'm going to give that back. Let me see what else I see, okay? Yes, I do see you getting back together. My suggestion, for sure, I see you and him sitting down someplace, talking. So there's going to be some either shopping or food element where you're at. I didn't get a description exactly on where you're at, but it seemed to me like, you know, a place that people hang out, right? And it seems like the end of September, or maybe sometime in October. I didn't see the season. I didn't see it, but it feels not far away. It feels close, you know? You got to think also, if he's very emotionally invested and he starts feeling like he wants your female company, sometimes hormonal shifts can be a trigger to motivate. And they say, what the hey, you know, I miss her. You know what I mean? Or, you know, he sees a buddy and the buddy's smooching with a girl and he'll be like, man, you know, I do miss her. You know, sometimes the brain is wacky that way and it can play a role, and it's kind of funny because I see attraction. I still see feelings. I just see that there's the bond that he has with a certain family structure and a certain mentality has shaped him well. Usually you see that a lot with, you know, Virgo men, Aries men, sometimes Aquarius, yeah. I feel that, sometimes they're shaped by family a lot, where you'll get the rebels. Even though you think, oh, Aquarius is so rebel. No, so not with that. Not with that. Where Sag, you'll be like, okay, bye. I'm chasing after my new girlfriend. Bye. That's Sagittarius, because I do see this deep bond, right, with him in the family structure, the way of thinking, the way he was brought up. So not females though, males. So I do see you're going to reconnect. My advice is that you be very careful with what you say, because when you get another chance at this, by him feeling non-threatened, meaning that his emotions are not going to be triggered and repeat a cycle with you, his I guess his worries will be suppressed, and then he'll feel more comfortable, and then you want to open the door to those kinds of feelings so that love can come in and sparkle, and if you have the tension really high, then it's like a business meeting, it's not a love meeting, and you want to rekindle that, you want to, because I do see it's there. So I suggest that you go about things less politically, less business-like, and you just go with why you were drawn to each other in the first place. So put the relationship first, let that grow a couple of roots, let that set in, and then you can address this stuff. All right, sweetheart? I know, that's why I'm saying it. I'm like, don't make it so business. Be nice, be nice. What's your sign? Are you a Cancer or Earth sign? Are you a Capricorn? There's something intense about you. You're a Leo. Oh, you're a Leo. That wouldn't come from Leo. Nope, no ma'am. Leo would be very considerate to what everybody feels. Oh, it's your Aquarius rising. That's what it is. It's your rising. Aha. Believe it or not, Leo's only confrontational when they're very pissed off and their toes are stepped on. Other than that, they're actually so sensitive. Leos have such tender hearts. They have to think about things for a while. If you don't answer them a certain way, it'll crush them. And they are so considerate. The moment they fall in love with the guy, they want to give everybody cookies. Like, oh, what does your mom think? Oh my God, is your sister okay? They're very sweet, very misunderstood. No, that comes from your Aquarius rising. That intensity. Oh, okay. Yeah, gotta do things right. Oh yeah, definitely. Bring out the checklist. No bullshitting. Oh yeah, I got you. I like that. You'll reconcile. Just be nice. Let's see. Hey guys, spam away so I can see your question. I'm trying to get to everybody, so please spam, because that means I can read it. Okay, let's see. The next one I see is Connie. Does your ex-husband regret the divorce after? I answered that yesterday, sweetheart. I answered that. Remember, I asked you when you were asking the question. I said, wait, you were married 33 years. Not that the way you worded it was that you were divorced 33 years ago. You see what I'm saying? But I did answer it, sweetheart, very deeply. I took my time. These are pre-recorded, so you can always go back and see the reading that I gave. All right, let's see. If you guys want to book a reading, I'm here till 4. My tarot is 25. You can book in the shop. All right, let's see. I'm here till 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you see that I'm not on a couple of minutes, I take calls and stuff, sometimes a tea break, and then I come right back. All right, let's see. Elena, in what month will you start another job? Ooh, I'm not gonna be able to do that with yes and no, sweetie. That would be a reading. Callie, does Lally have romantic feelings for Tigran? So you're not asking about yourself. I'd rather not invade people's privacy. If you want to book a reading and you're concerned about your love, then we'll look into what their other options are, and if they are, you know, dancing with someone else, definitely. But on a yes and no, I'd rather stick to you, you know. I'll ask if he has romantic feelings toward you, or if you're his preference, but I don't want to invade anybody's privacy. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Stephanie, will Randy try to get back together? Okay, let's see. Stephanie and Randy. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't skip too many people. Trying to go back, trying to be fair. Okay, there we go. I'm feeling a disconnection to the question. So either, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna skip on that one. I do apologize. So either what I'm saying to you is about Randy, there's an energy that's off on the question. It sounds like a great question. It sounds very honest and very straightforward. But again, I feel something is off. So. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Elena, yes, I do have a reading called "Find My New Love." I designed it for a person that's single, dating, trying to, you know, find a lot of potential suitors when they're actively, very proactive dating and, you know, addressing that part of their life. It's a very deep, multifaceted reading. If you want to book it, it's in my shop. If you want to find out the soulmate and all of the marital things and all that, you can book Love Astrology. Okay, the online consultation is cheaper than the private one. The private one is really huge, the reading. The stream one's a good fit if you'd like that. Okay, so you're asking future stuff. If you like someone now and you want to ask on them, I'll do that. This is for the now. What I'm doing. Not the crystal ball. The crystal ball can be for any kind of reading, but what I'm doing now. But future hasn't even happened yet. You gotta book astrology with me. All right, let's see. Shakira, did Nicholas did something? What? It sounds like lots of different things going on there, sweetie. If you want to ask a simple yes and no, I'm happy to answer. All right, let's see. All right, I think I got to everybody. Great. All right. I'll be back. I'm here till 4, but I am going to take the opportunity to take a call. It's an appointment that I have with a client, so I'm going to do that first, get that out of the way, and then I'll be back. All right, doing more free yes and no. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Thanks, YouTube, for being there.